Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a speed build of a Tudor inspired tiny home, and when I first started building this home I actually was not recording when I did it. I think I had pretty much finished the exterior, and then when I checked I was like, oh crap, I don't even have like the system or software open to record my game, so I just bulldozed the entire lot again and started from scratch, which it was okay. I kind of was able to figure out how big I wanted it to be, so there wasn't as much adjustments to, you know, the outside part or the exterior, but the interior, you do see me kind of play around with it a little bit still in this video, which is good. I like keeping those parts in because really a lot of the times when I build, it's not like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do. No, it's usually, okay, let's see how this goes, you know, just very like going with the flow, I guess, or figuring things out. There we go. Figuring things out as I go. I am, however, very happy with how it turned out. I've never really built anything like this. Like if you've seen, you know, my previous builds, a lot of the time they're a little more modern, I guess, or very blocky, very, you know, blocky. Not quite like this. I do have a bit of work to do still in terms of roofing. Like I suck at putting roofs on homes. It is, for me, it's like the hardest thing for me to do. Like I can't do it nicely. I can't, you know, like it will probably look nice from one angle and then you look at it like at a different angle and you'd probably think, what the heck did you do? You know? But anyway, it looks like I pretty much got the shape outside, so we're moving on inside and trying to figure out where to place things. So I really wanted to have a fireplace, obviously, because there was a chimney outside, and I really wanted it to be at this angle, but the more I furnished the house, the more I realized it's not gonna fit, you know, all the stuff that I want to put inside the house. So I did move it. You'll see it later on. I think, what did I do first? I think I tried to figure out like where the kitchen was and where the bathroom was, and when I put the window over here, I was like, okay, the bathroom definitely cannot be in this space because I liked having that window over there. So here we go. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But that is pretty much where the bathroom ends up being. The bedroom is a really awkward shape. Like when I look at it, it kind of reminds me of a butt, but that's how it fit. That's how it worked. And I was like, okay, let's just go with it. I don't want to mess it around too much, like in terms of the exterior. So I just, like I said, I just went with the flow and just did it. So here we are, just figuring out where to put more windows. I kind of wished I used the ones with the, what do you call those? The panes, the window panes that you can close. I wish I had used that instead of using this. And I don't know why, you know, in the moment I didn't think of it or think to use those and went with this instead. And it's funny because when I watch myself, like when I watch a playback of myself, I'm like, why did you do that? Why didn't you do this instead? You know, it's funny how that works. But anyway, I've never used that stove before and the fridge, and I thought, you know what? This seems like a good build to use this, so I did. And I think it's really cute. Like I like how you see the firewood down below the stove, and like I said, it's cute. I like it. I enjoyed it. And of course I had to squeeze in laundry in this too, but I did not squeeze in an actual like washing machine and dryer. I put the clothesline outside and the little tub to scrub your clothes in. So that will be fun. Whichever sim I decide to put in here, he or she will have a fun time, I guess, doing laundry. Which is funny because I did laundry yesterday, like a huge batch of laundry, and it made me just feel so accomplished, and I felt even more accomplished when I deep cleaned our bathrooms as well. Like, I was tired, I was sore, and I was a little dizzy because I can smell all like I was inhaling a bit of the, I wasn't inhaling the cleaning products on purpose, but because, our bathrooms are not like super large, I didn't have the windows open, just a door. You kind of get the fumes, and it makes me dizzy. And usually when I have like a headache or I'm dizzy, I'm very, very irritable. But I was just so happy to have like a super clean bathroom and to have the laundry done. It was a good, productive day off. And it's so nice also to finally have a job again, a full-time job. I think I mentioned it in my previous video. But yeah, it's just nice. I'm not worried about spending so much. I still am worried about spending, but I'm not budgeting everything. It was a very long month of unemployment, basically. But anyway, bathroom works, everything works, the sink, the shower, the toilet. I made sure to check. And how I did that was, obviously I pushed the shower a little further into the wall, and the same with the sink. I wanted to use a sink that was a little smaller, I guess you can say, but I like the style of the sink that I used, and so I just stuck with it. And then here you'll see why I decided to get rid of that wall. It's because I wanted to fit in a little dining area, or dining table, I mean, and obviously the sofa as well. I squeezed in a small TV and a bookcase, and I think that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much all I put in this house. I do put obviously a few decorations like this, an umbrella rack. I move things around a little bit so that I can have the laundry basket too, and you'll see that a little further down. I originally wanted to keep it like that with the plant, but again, you'll see later on why I decided to move the plants away. And what did I put there instead? I don't quite remember. It's been a while. It's been a while since I built this, but I think I still pretty much remember what I was doing. But here we are, just trying to place the dog. Is that a dog? It's a dog. The dog figurine where it should be in the proper place. It took me a couple of tries. It really did. And it was starting to get on my nerves, but I was like, no, I want to put this here. So I'm glad I finally was able to put it on there. I don't decorate this house as much or like clutter it up too much, just because I felt like there's already so little space. Like, why do I need to clutter it up even more, And also I was just scared that my sim would not be able to move around as much. But like I said, everything works. They can get to everything just fine, even the bed. I don't know how that works. Like, what if you have two sims and one side is against the wall? Does the one sim scoot over, or just can one sim just get to it? I'll have to check one of these days. I've always been curious how that would work. But anyway, I heard we have an update coming, and I'm super excited for a few of the new things, like the laptop and the plain white shelf and the plain white shelf. It's so funny. Like, I wondered a lot too. I'm like, why don't we have just a plain white shelf, like the very basic, just like, a slab of wood shelf? Does that make sense? I don't think I'm making sense right now, but I use the black a lot and then the wood just because, you know, there wasn't anything else to use. And again, it fit with most of my builds, but in the chance that I needed just a plain white one, I always had to use a different one. I think it was like the bulkier one with a little bit more detailing. And as much as, you know, I wanted it, as much as I used that, I still wanted something a little more sleek. Like something that's not too bulky and takes up too much space. And that's what I feel like the other white shelf does. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I don't even know if there is a bulky white shelf or if I'm just imagining things, but you know what, it's fine. So here in the bedroom, I decided to put a lamp and a couple plants in this corner. At first I was going to put a mirror, but I just decided to put the my favorite mirror, the one that's, you know, on the floor and leans against the wall. I don't know, it was just such a weird little nook. I did not know what to do with it. But it worked out, I guess. I don't know. You guys tell me, did it work out? I wish I put more lamps around this house, actually. I don't think I did. I just used the ceiling lights I always use and sized down. And then here I tried putting those curtains too, but I didn't like how the bookshelf, the bookcase. I didn't like how the bookcase was like warping into it, and if I pushed it or pulled it out so that it's not doing that, I felt like it was obstructing the bathroom door. So I was just like, yeah, screw it, I won't put a curtain here anymore. But if you want to put a curtain, feel free to do so, or if you want to use like a smaller shelf or just remove the shelf altogether, feel free to put whatever you want there. So this red shelf, at first, what build did I use this first on? I think it was my container inspired home, and so that home is up on my gallery, but I haven't uploaded like the speed build yet, so I think I'll do that next, or maybe an apartment. I'm still not sure. But when I first used that shelf, I didn't know like how to really use it properly. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I figured, you know, by the time I was doing this, I figured it out. So yay for me. But it's so useful. I love it so much. I didn't realize how much I needed it until I started using it. And then for this one build, I was just like too lazy to bring it out and stuff. And then I realized like, what the heck? I'm struggling so much, or it's taking longer, you know, but for me, cluttering has always taken me quite a bit of time, and I always end up just, you know, getting lazy and not cluttering at all. But anyway, the interior is pretty much done, and the exterior, I really wanted to have like a little pond. I wish I had made it bigger. I really do. Like, looking at this now, I wish I had made it bigger, but yeah, I just thought it would be cute to kind of use up more of the space by doing this, by making like a little pond. And I like how it turned out. I did try to hide like the edges as much as I could by putting rocks, different plants, and hopefully I didn't overdo it too much, but I like it. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and that is the extent of my landscaping too. I feel like I tried landscaping in another build, and I was just like, well, I can't. Like, I couldn't figure it out, or I'm probably just horrible and need practice. But that is the extent of my landscaping, is to make the pond sink a little lower than you know, ground level, I guess. So what am I doing? Okay, I'm just putting some potted plants outside. I do put 2 big trees, and so in the screenshots, or rather the picture of the lot in the gallery is basically a tree. The tree I put in front of the house like blocked the house completely. Well, not completely. I think you see a little bit of the house, but I saw it and I was like, can I pick a different photo? But you can't. So you see the tree and part of the house in the gallery. But I kind of like it though. Like it's blocking the house a little bit, so it's a little more private, I would say. But this lot already in general is pretty secluded, and I don't know why I've never built on it before. Like, I love it so much. I love the surroundings. I think Windenburg is probably one of my favorite worlds just because of how it looks. You know, especially the island with the more modern looking houses. I love that space or that place so much. I think I'm gonna try and build more in that little island. It's just a lot of the lots are pretty big and I kind of struggle with bigger homes, but we'll see. We shall see. Alright, I think we're almost done with this video. So I just put a couple of planters. I thought it'd be cute if the sim that lived here kind of grew his or her own, you know, crops. And then you see the clothesline and a little tub back there too. And we should be approaching screenshots soon. So as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for listening to me ramble on and on. Like, I think I got really tongue-tied in this video, but thank you for being so patient and for sticking through it. You've reached the screenshots. All right, well, I will chat with you all again next time. Bye.